Please help me to reach 1,000 subscribers. One choice. One moment of weakness. That's all it took to unravel everything I had spent years building. My marriage, my family, my sense of who I was, gone in a heartbeat. This isn't just a tale about making a mistake. It's about the silent, terrifying, and brutally precise way life sometimes decides to even the score. My name is Sarah, and for 7 years I lived what many would call an ideal life. A beautiful house, 2 lovely children, and a husband named David, a dependable, steady man. He was the type who took the trash out without reminders, kissed me goodbye every morning, and showed up for our family in every quiet, consistent way. But comfort can slowly dull everything. Our marriage became a routine: school drop-offs, late-night work stress, falling asleep on the couch before the clock even hit 9. That intoxicating spark I once dreamed of felt like something from another lifetime, replaced by a warm but predictable partnership. And then Mark appeared. He came into my professional life as a new client, charming, magnetic, and effortlessly engaging. What began as harmless emails turned into playful lunch breaks and conversations I found myself craving. He made me feel visible again, admired, wanted, feelings I thought I had outgrown. I convinced myself it was innocent, that it would never go further. But the line between harmless and dangerous is paper thin. And one rainy Thursday evening after a late work session, I crossed that line. The guilt hit instantly, sharp and suffocating. Walking into my home afterward, seeing David's jacket on the chair, our children's drawings taped to the wall, felt like a punch to the chest. Every time I looked at my kids, their pure little faces, the shame nearly crushed me. For weeks I lived in panic. Every phone vibration made my heart jump. Every casual question from David sounded like suspicion. I ended things with Mark after that one night, through a cowardly text, hoping the secret would fade with time, that I could patch the invisible tear I'd ripped in the fabric of our life. And for a while it seemed like I had succeeded. David was still the same gentle, reliable man. My lie became a heavy stone inside me, one I thought I'd carry forever. I assumed that was my punishment. I couldn't have been more wrong. Karma was patient, and it waited for the most devastating moment. It happened on a Saturday morning, pancakes on plates, kids laughing, sunlight spilling across the kitchen counter. David was scrolling through his phone, sipping coffee. Then he froze. His face shifted from confusion to shock, to something I'll never be able to erase from my memory. "Sarah," he said quietly, "what is this?" He turned his phone toward me. My blood turned to ice. An email from Mark. Not to me. To David. Subject line: everything. Mark, bitter after I cut things off, had compiled it all: dates, messages, screenshots, even a photo of us leaving a hotel. He packaged my betrayal like a report and sent it directly to my husband. The ground dropped out from under me. There was no gentle discovery. No subtle suspicion. Just a direct, calculated strike meant to destroy. And it worked. David packed a bag and left that same day. The silence in our home afterward was unbearable, broken only by my children's confused, "Where's Daddy?" questions I answered with lies because the truth would shatter them. I lost my husband. I shook my children's sense of safety. And I became trapped inside a nightmare I created with my own hands. But karma wasn't finished. 6 months after our separation, when I was trying, barely, to stitch together a new, broken version of my life, I received a phone call from a mutual friend. Her voice was soft, almost apologetic. "Sarah, it's about Mark." I felt my stomach clench. He was in a car accident. A serious one. He lost control late at night. He's paralyzed from the waist down. The phone nearly slipped from my grasp. I didn't feel triumph. I didn't feel justice. I felt a cold, bone-deep terror. It was as if the universe had drawn a full circle. My single night of betrayal had torn my family apart, and now the man who shared that moment with me had suffered his own irreparable tragedy. A final, brutal punctuation mark on a story that should never have begun. I cheated on my husband, and karma didn't just dismantle my life. It made sure I watched every ripple of destruction that followed. A reminder that some choices leave scars you carry forever. One fleeting moment. A lifetime of quiet, haunting regret.